Now, we shall begin tonight by explaining something about the seriousness of this year, even though it's a rather laid back year. You know, it's the year of the rabbit. Usually the year of the rabbit is a lackadaisical, laid back kind of year. But every rabbit year is not the same. Last year was the year of the tiger, and it was ruled by the element of water. And as you can see, they end up getting a lot of water because certain places that were suffering from severe drought, like California and those places, end up really, really getting a serious bath coming on to the end of the year. Hopefully they'll have enough water to last them a long time. Because a drought is nothing good. Or it just causes a lot of fires. But that was positive water. This year is ruled by water as well. But it's ruled by negative water. Now, that's a whole different ball game. Now, a couple weeks ago, we spoke of how people will be affected, the different houses of people, whether you be a Bassi, Bandele, Chicken, Dowdy, whether you be a tiger, a rabbit, a dragon, whatever, how this year will affect you. But now, tonight we'd like to go into a part of how it will affect you if you are a Western sign like Aries or Taurus or Gemini, right? Of course, we're not going to give you much of those. We just give you about 4 of them tonight because we want to make more space for people to be able to call. There's a lot of people who really need to call. So here goes. Listen keenly. I mean, if you're Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, listen keenly. Aries, we call you Ashanti, March 21 to April 19. So from an Afrocentric standpoint, we say you're the Ashanti tribe, Aries. The elements that play for you this year is fire and negative water. Now, 2023, this year, of course, is ruled by... Sorry about that. 2023 is ruled by negative water, and Aries is ruled by fire. You know, when positive water, which is a limited amount of water, meets fire, all is well. We imagine cooking. However, when fire meets negative water, which is either seawater or an unlimited amount of fresh water, these elements tend to counteract each other. Why would anyone cook with seawater or put too much fresh water in the pot? And who could eat such food? Also, if there's a great snowstorm or a devastating flood, fire would fail to exist, and we would all be cold and wet, and certainly the destruction would be unbearable. Therefore, if you are born Aries or Leo or Sagittarius, all 3 of those signs are fire signs. And you find yourself in a year ruled by negative water, it is important for you to be extra careful in such a year. Take nothing for granted. Avoid illegal activity, overeating, overdrinking, reckless habits, etc. 2023 is the year of the rabbit, whom we call Dowdy in our Afrocentric way. Usually a really relaxed and cool year, but negative water cannot be trusted, so be careful. Prayer and fasting would certainly help. Anyway, by mid-year, if you are Aries, which is Ashanti, by the middle of the year, you'll be doing well financially. Just take care of your health. Aries people or Shanti people should focus on consistent daily exercise and avoid arguments of all kinds. Alcoholic drinks may do great damage to your liver this year. Still, you should expect a very prosperous year indeed. Are you Taurus? If you're a Taurus, we call you Mandingo, April 20 to May 20. The elements at play here this year for Taurus would be earth and negative water. Now, the element earth rules Taurus and negative water rules this year. You need to avoid a spiritual disaster in your life now. When negative water meets earth, we picture a situation where there may be heavy rain and too much water, where the earth becomes saturated and muddy and soggy, with landslides and flooding, and of course followed by other disasters. So if you are Taurus or Mandingo, be extra careful this year. It is a horrible time to cheat on your lover or to interfere with another person's spouse. It may blow up in your face, my friend. You may be exposed in a dangerous and scandalous situation indeed. Taurus represents the biblical Reuben who has sex with his father's wife and got exposed and cursed. So, live clean this year, please. Don't say you have not been warned. It is important to note that out of negative water, which we call the sea, the dry land with mountains arose millions of years ago. The land seldom slides back into the sea. And unless there's an earthquake and subsequent tsunami, the sea keeps her boundary and leaves the land in its place. So, know your place. People will forgive a tsunami, no matter how much people it kills. But a person may never forgive you for moral injustice. Anyway, this year promised to be a productive year for you if you are a Taurus or Mandingo woman or man. Be as disciplined and productive as you can. By mid-year, a large comet will pass through the constellation of Taurus. This particular comet is a significant one. Earth has not seen this comet for at least 500 years. And yes, it will have an effect on all Taurus people, although astronomers are unsure of its actual effect. We just have to wait and see. Do something like fasting this year, because overeating this year may be dangerous. It could make you sick, bring on diabetes and high blood pressure, or obesity and water retention. You know, a comet passing through any one of the 12 constellations is dangerous because it affects, in a bad way, the people born in that particular constellation. Many years ago, a comet passed through the constellation Virgo. And the journal Science published a document saying that a vast number of Virgo people develop cataracts and other sicknesses of the eyes in many countries on earth. Many of those sicknesses went away sometime later, which was also very surprising. Anyway, this is a good time to buy real estate. If you're able to buy a piece of property, don't wait. Behave yourself with moderate indulgence and self-restraint, and 2023 for you will turn out just great. Now let's talk to the Gemini people. We call you Gemini, the tribe of Yoruba, May 21 to June 21. The elements that play this year for you is air and negative water. The element for Gemini is air, and the element ruling 2023 is water. However, 2022 was ruled by positive water, but 2023 is ruled by negative water. When air is mixed with negative water, we imagine storms at sea. Many ships have been lost at sea because of stormy weather, namely high winds and huge tidal waves. It is important to note that Gemini is ruled by twins. The Bible lists those twins as Simeon, the hot-tempered warrior, and his brother Levi, the priest. Imagine taking a voyage on a ship that have two captains, one who attracts hurricanes and the other who is cool, calm, and collective. Someone whose stewardship would lead the ship to calmer seas. And you have to choose which captain you would prefer to sail the ship without making the other captain feel rejected. What a balancing act. The only thing you could do is control your emotions. If you fail to do so, your voyage through 2023 will be very uncomfortable indeed. Avoid raising your voice at anyone. Avoid unfair judgments on every level. The good news is that by November you will see land in sight, which means that there will be a good degree of success in your business ventures. However, please stay with Levi, the priest. Pray daily at your prayer time and face your direction of power, and you'll surely get a glimpse of what Almighty God could do for you. And finally, let's talk to the Cancer people. Cancer, the tribe of Fulani, June 22 to July 21. The elements at play here are water and negative water. Now, the element of Cancer is water. The element that rules 2023 is also water, but negative water. Negative water is unbearable water. Who could bear to cook with seawater? Who could cook a proper meal or even take a peaceful bath with an over excessive amount of fresh water? Remember that too much of a good thing brings a negative experience because it turns out to be a bad thing. You know that with time and experience you could handle most things. But what would you do if you are suddenly given a tank with 50% seawater and 50% fresh water to cook, bathe and water your plants daily? How could you handle something like that without some kind of divine intervention? The challenges you will face this year may place you between a rock and a very hard place, but you will overcome by October. Fear not, for God will not give you more than you could bear. This is a year in which you will be tested both in your love life and your career. And the worst thing you could do at this time is to show fear. Join us next week. If you're a Leo, the tribe of Judah, the elements at play are fire and negative water. What a conflicting situation. But we'll talk about that next Monday night, so stay tuned. It's now 12:22 in Jamaica. This is Wisdom Unveiling on the Upper Deck. Yeah, let's be as tender as possible with our loved ones, and most likely we'll get through this year on a very smooth and dear note. It's now 12:26 in Jamaica. Those of you who would like to get a reading done, call us. The number is 876-926-2178. 876-926-8631 and 876-926-7615. Let's go to line 1. Greetings and good night.
Hello?
Good night.
Good night.
Welcome to our show. What can we do for you? You can get a name reading or a card reading. It's up to you.
Either one is fine. I'd like it for me and my kids.
Well, for you and the children?
Yes.
Well, you wouldn't get a reading for you and the children. That would be a very long drawn out thing. You need to pick a person, one person.
Then. Me.
Okay, now you need to pick what you need. Name reading or a card reading is really up to you.
Whichever one is fine.
In the case of a name reading, you're giving your name on air. You may or may not want to do that.
Okay, the card.
Okay, good. Call any number in the range of 1 to 10.
7.
Hold on. Come again.
7.
You did say 7. You want 7 again, or you want another number?
9.
Come again.
4.
Come again.
1.
Come again.
2.
Come again.
8.
Come again.
10.
That's it, okay?
Okay.
What is your age now?
36.
When is your birth date?
Birth year?
Yes. No, what's your birth date?
October 5th,
What year?
1986.
Okay. No, we call you Chike. You're born in the year of the tiger. So last year was really your year. That was a tiger year last year, okay?
Okay.
Your first card here is called the Hermit. The Hermit is a card that shows that there's a certain importance for you to pray, to meditate, and to spend some quality time with yourself,
Okay.
You ever get real quiet and listen to the voice of God within you?
I can't do it right now.
You can't?
No.
Why? Because you're busy worrying?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
You would be like a child that want to hear what his father or mother have to say, but keep screaming, right?
Yes.
Worrying is like screaming from within, not listening to what the parent have to say or what your grandparents are saying, but you're busy screaming. So you cause a bigger problem because they can't get through to you either, right?
No. Exactly.
It is important for you to take some time off and just relax. Listen to the sound of silence, okay?
Okay.
Silence have something in it, You ever heard that silence is golden?
Yes.
All right. But you get a lot of answers, great answers, when you just stay silent and listen to the voice within, because remember, God is inside of you, right?
Yes.
Your body is a temple of God, so just listen. Your first card here is the Hermit, which means that you will get all the answers you need, but you must have the patience to wait on God and just listen. Your second card here now is Content, suggesting that you're going to live a lot longer than you thought you could. Okay?
Okay.
You will live to a very good age and be very contented with your life and contented with how your children's life work out too. Okay?
Okay.
You have anyone in your family that went mad?
Yes.
Who's that?
My aunt.
What happened to her?
She has epilepsy.
And she went mad too on top of that?
She not. She just lose it. She's in a home right now.
Oh. So she may be epileptic but also schizophrenic, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay, and she's in a home. When last you saw her?
I haven't seen her in a long, long time.
In years, right?
Yes.
All right. You know, it could have been you, right?
Yes.
You know it could have been you. But
Yes.
it is her instead. So she may be going through what she's going through so that you don't have to go through it, right?
Okay.
Go visit your auntie. All right?
Yes.
Go give her some love. Just go visit her. If it was you, you wouldn't want to be abandoned in some home among strangers and nobody not looking for you. Go look for your auntie. Because what I see here is that it is possible that she may soon be gone, you know. And then you're going to feel real awful to know that you had abandoned her. Okay?
Okay.
So, if you don't want the powers that be to abandon you, then do not abandon another one, especially in your bloodline, okay?
Okay.
There's a card here called order, which means your life is going to be in order. Everything is going to work out fine. You're in a kind of stress now, but everything is only for time, okay?
Okay.
There's a card here now called temporary, suggesting that you have been on earth before. You did well in your past life, and somewhere down the road you will do well in this lifetime. There's another card here now called the Wheel of Fortune, and that's the most fortunate or lucky card in the deck. I mean, if 300 people get readings done, maybe 5 of them may come up with that card, you know. That card don't come up so easy. The few people who get that card are people who may win the lottery or end up realizing one day that they're the luckiest person in their entire family line. So you need to start smiling from now, okay?
Okay.
There's another card here now called the World. Have you ever traveled?
Yes.
Where did you go?
The Bahamas.
Uh-huh. You will travel again. Maybe to some bigger places too. All right?
Okay.
There's a card here called Dominion. Dominion means that you're going to have twins of grandchildren. It also means that you're going to end up making money from in two different ways, from two different sources.
Okay.
It could also mean that you could have 2 different businesses as well. I mean, I don't see any destruction in your reading. Okay?
Okay.
Which means that half of the destruction that you visualize is in your mind. Let me ask you something. Do you have enemies?
I don't know.
You ever think that you have enemies?
Sometimes I'll get the cold shoulder sometimes from people.
You know why?
No.
Because you give them a cold shoulder too, because you are going through a lot. And sometimes you don't bother want to talk to nobody neither, right?
Yeah.
So you're giving cold shoulder so why you can't get it back? Right?
True.
These people going through some bad things too, you know. And they may think that you don't like them neither.
I have a problem with trust.
You have a problem trusting people?
Yes.
Why?
Because they tend to let me down.
Let you down?
Yes.
You have any reason why anyone should trust you?
Yes.
Why? Why should someone trust you?
Because I'm of good heart.
How them know that? How them will know that?
I show them.
Yeah? But they may show you a good heart, but you may not trust that good heart they show you. You may think them only pretending, right?
Sometimes.
Well,
because of my past experience.
do not allow your past to determine your future, okay?
Okay.
Or you will end up living in the past. Now, if you're driving a car and you keep looking in the rear view mirror, you're going to crash the car because you're only looking back, you're not looking in front of you. Okay?
Okay.
So, you need to meditate relax, listen to the voice of God within. And remember, where there's no trust, there can be no love. If you don't trust no one, you don't love no one, right?
True.
And that means that you don't trust God neither, right?
I do trust God.
That's what you thought. But God made all those other people and sent some of them around you, and you don't trust them. That means you don't trust him neither. Even though you don't know that you don't trust him, right? You get it?
I do. Okay.
Listen, if I send a plate of food for you one day when you were hungry, right?
Yeah.
And you give it to the dog, right?
Yeah.
You were hungry, but you give it to the dog. It may mean that you don't trust that food, right?
That's true.
But it means that you don't trust me neither. Okay?
Okay.
So if you don't trust God's children who are your brothers and sisters, then you don't trust him neither. Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Look, if these people were really against you, there's a lot they could do to you. You know that?
That's true.
And if there was really your enemies, they could kill you a long time. What could stop them from killing you? You have a security guard?
No.
You have a security detail of armed, burly security men watching over you?
No.
But if they don't like you, they can kill you anytime. So they must love you to some degree. And I can assure you that if someone come in your village and try to attack you, them skin them alive, you know. Okay?
Okay.
And I can assure you that if you die right now, a lot of those same people who you don't trust will go to your funeral and they'll see the long eye water because they will miss you anyway. The problem with humanity is that we don't know who we are. You don't know who you are. You don't know who they are. You don't know who God is. And therefore, we know you're wholly in trouble, right?
Yeah.
So, let tomorrow be the first day of the rest of your life. Smile with everyone and be kind. And your dark clouds will drift away, okay?
Okay.
You take care now. When is your birth date again?
October 5th. One more question. Does it say anything about my relationship with anybody?
Not yet. You say you're born October 5th, right?
Yes.
5 is a number connected to the priesthood, you know. That means you need to pray more, okay?
Okay.
You're born in the year of the tiger, right?
Yes.
That means you need to pray at tiger time, tiger hours, which is...
When is that?
Well, between 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock in the night before morning, you know.
Okay.
I mean, you always wake up around them time, right?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, I do.
All tigers wake up at tiger time because the angels wake them up. The angels want to hear from them. But they don't know that someone woke them up. And they don't know why they were woken up. They think them get up to pee, to go in the fridge, to have sex. But that's why they got wake up by God, right?
Okay.
Or by the angels. So now when you wake up at that time, it is important for you to pray. That's the most perfect time for you to communicate with God, because that's when the powers that be want to hear from you. And from everyone born in your ear as well, right?
Okay.
But wait, there's more. You need to face your guardian angel. That means you need to face the east, northeast. That means you need to face the east and turn an inch to the left, and you'll be facing your guardian angel. Do you know how to face the east?
No.
It is easy. Get up one morning, anytime before 7 o'clock, and see where the sun is. Wherever it is in the east, right?
Yeah.
Look an inch to the left side of the sun, and that's exactly where your guardian angel appears. So you see, in the nighttime now when there's no sun, you'll know where to look next time, okay?
Okay.
You had a question for me too?
Yeah, it's about my relationship with...
Okay, let's talk with your relationship. This person, when is this person's birthday?
October 12th.
Okay, what year?
I think it's 70-something, 60-something or 70-something.
No, it doesn't work like that. You have to know exactly. If not, I will give you the wrong information. Okay?
Okay.
How you and this person get along?
We have ups and downs.
Everyone have ups and downs. but you need to know what year the person is born. Okay?
Okay.
He is born the 12. That means he's going to go through a lot and have to worry a lot and suffer sometime, right?
Yeah.
12 and 5, you're born the 5th of October. 12 and 5 is 17. 17 is the official number of peace and love. That is something you can build on, okay?
I think he born 1983.
If he's born in 1983, he's a December person. That means he's born the year of the pig or the year of the boar, and that is actually compatible, okay?
Okay.
He will like good food. He's a food man, right?
Yes.
Does he cook at all?
Yes.
He like cooking?
Yes.
If he do any kind of chef work, he would bring the whole place down because he can feed a multitude. That is where his blessing is, in cooking, in food. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you take it easy and just be as. Do you accuse him of cheating on you?
No.
That means you trust him, right?
Yes.
So there's love.
Yes.
So be as kind to him as you can be. And prepare to be as forgiving unto him as you can be, okay?
Okay.
Because that is the root of happiness. Kindness. Let's return to our phone lines. Now let's check line 2. Greetings and good night.
Greetings.
Greetings. How you do?
Good.
Excellent. How can we help you?
Get a card reading.
That's possible.
Right.
When is your birthday?
The 8th, 84.
The 8th of what?
December.
December?
Yeah.
Okay. How old are you now?
38.
Okay. Now, you're born on the 8th day, right?
Right.
8 is a number that have a great connection to Christ, you know.
Right.
It means that you're born blessed with a deep, intense, God-respecting nature. So it's a humanitarian power that you have. That means if you had the money, you'll help a lot of struggling, suffering families, right?
Right.
If you had the money, you'll build a house and feed the homeless, right?
Right.
Yeah. No, you're born 1984, you said, right?
Right.
Okay. If you turn into an animal, you know what animal you would be?
Right. Rat.
So you're born the year of the rat. So in the African world, we don't call you a rat. We would not be so rude at all. We call you a Bassi. You're from the house of a Bassi, okay?
Right.
Yeah. In another few weeks, you'll be able to buy the book of Abasi, which will tell you all that you really need to know about yourself, right?
Right.
That will soon be on the road. Now, your prayer time is midnight. All right?
Right.
This is like your prayer time right now. It is 11 p.m. to 11 to 1 a.m. So this is actually your time, right?
Right.
Let's see what your cards would say. Call any number in the range of 1 to 10.
4.
Come again.
6.
Come again.
9.
Come again.
5.
Come again.
3.
Come again.
7.
Come again.
5.
That's it.
Yeah.
You have any thing wrong with your feet?
On my feet.
Uh-huh.
No, not at this moment, you know.
This year, it is important that you be very careful with your feet, okay?
Okay.
If you have to use a sharp blade like a machete, do everything in your power to keep your feet away from that, all right?
All right, yeah.
Could be a very strange year for you and your feet. Do not walk anywhere that you're not sure about barefooted either, okay?
Right, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Your very first card here is called content, suggesting that you will live to a good age and be very contented with your life.
Right.
Even though right now you may not be doing well, don't let that get to you. You'll overcome, okay?
Right.
Your
True.
second card here now is called enterprise, which means that you will start your own business. You have your own business yet?
Working on it.
It's gonna get ahead.
Good.
Okay?
Right.
But whatever business you do, make sure you get business cards made. Okay?
Right.
One of the biggest mistakes with the average person is that they want to have a business, but they don't make business cards. Business cards is important. Right? Let me tell you this. About 4 years ago, I met a young man and tell him to get some business cards, right?
Right.
And I met him again last week, and he tell me that between that time till now, he's done a whole lot of business because of business cards.
Right.
You know, so it is a thing.
Right. Import.
If a European have a business, he get business cards, and he may give them out to people in certain strategic positions, and next thing you know, he's on file at a lot of companies, and people call him when they need an extra hand for this or extra hand for that, right?
Right.
Well, we ought to do the same thing too. Not true?
Right.
If a fisherman have business cards, he sell more fish, you know.
True. Yeah.
You just give a man his card, say, hey, when you want fish, just call that number there, man. You know, the man can call him more time and ask him if we have any fish today. A man can say them yard and call him and say, yo, we need some fish, man. Where you have? Say, boy, we got 2 barracuda and this and that. You know?
Right.
So you got phone. You got the hardest thing. You got a phone. Get your business cards. Okay?
Right.
You have another card here now, and it says the fool. No, hold on. You have a girlfriend?
Not stabilized, you know.
Listen to me. You trouble other man, woman?
Yeah. At times, yes.
Let me ask you something. How you will feel if a man trouble your woman? You'll be very upset. You'll be very upset. You'll be very upset. Not true?
Right.
You get some bad ideas. Not true?
Right.
You feel as though you would do him something. Not true? Even though you wouldn't hurt him, you know, but at least you get the idea that you would do him something, right?
Right.
Even though you're not going to hurt him still, but you will still be vexed. Not true?
True.
And you can't swear if you wouldn't hurt him neither, right? So hear me now, my brethren. The fool came up for you. That means that you are foolishly setting yourself up for some serious injury. Okay?
Right. So.
And the worst of the injury could be to your foot too. Leave people things alone. Pray and ask Almighty God to send you your own things. Here?
Right.
Yeah. You don't know your prayer time and them thing already, right?
Right.
So pray your prayer time and ask Almighty God to send you a nice sister in my brethren.
Right.
Yeah. All right. When last you asked God to send you a good woman?
Just a couple weeks ago. Most of the time.
Oh, good. So if you hold on. If a child asks his father to send him some food, right?
Right.
And that child eat out food belonging to other children, right? The father could have decided don't bother give him the food, you know, because them belly full already with other people's food. Not true?
Right.
Think about that, right? Just ask, and it shall be given. And don't trouble other people's food. Okay?
Ask and wait.
Yes. Be patient.
Right.
If you trouble another man's food, another man may try to cut off your fingers. You know what I mean?
Right.
Simple. All right. You have another card here now, and it shows a daughter. You have any children?
No, not as yet.
There you have it. You're going to get a daughter, my friend. Okay?
Right.
And you have another card here, and it shows, so the daughter have a sword, and there's a queen of swords. That means that you're going to have a very positive woman, a woman that blend well with you, and together you'll make a daughter that will be a lot like her mother, right?
Right.
And you have another card here now called the moon. The moon, in this particular case, speaks of infidelity or bun or troubling other people's person or cheating or whatever, or inspiring another person to cheat. Don't do that. That is evil, okay?
Right.
That brings destruction. And your final card here now is called imagination, which means that you need to think positive and imagine that God has already sent you a good woman, and thank him for sending you a nice princess before you even see her. Here?
Right.
And just watch and see how it's going to play. Because a person always get what them ask for. It's just that we don't know that is true, but it is true. Some people ask for trouble and they don't know them asking for trouble, and them get trouble.
Right.
Some people ask to be murdered and they don't know they were asking to be murdered, and somebody killed them.
Right. So we ask for you get.
Yeah, even though you don't know it's ask, you ask for, because if you trouble other people things, you're asking for trouble.
True.
My daddy always tell me, don't trouble, even if trouble you, right?
Right.
So please, do the right thing, ask the right question, and wait on the Almighty. And be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on the Almighty. Okay?
Yeah, good morning. Let me just call my son quickly.
It's now 1 o'clock in the middle of the night in Jamaica.
Hello, good night.
Good night.
Yes, I would like a name reading.
Okay. Now, it is your father who just called me, right?
Yes, sir.
And your father believed that it is morning. And it is 1 o'clock in the night, brethren.
It's not morning, is it?
But him says morning. Tell me good morning. In the middle of the night, right?
Yeah, in the middle of the night.
It's the middle of the night. We need to stop doing that. 24 hours can't make a day. That's madness. 12 hours make a day and 12 make a night, right?
Yes.
Good. Caveman know that. Why educated people don't know that? Anyway, you ready?
Yes, sir.
You say you want a name reading?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is your first name, son?
Ian.
Spell Ian.
I-A-N.
What is your middle name?
Anthony.
Spell it.
A-N-T-H-O-N-Y.
What's your last name?
Johnson.
Johnsson?
Yes, sir.
When is your birth date?
May 13, 1993.
19 what?
1993.
93.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if you was to turn into an animal, what kind of animal you think you will be? Really?
Maybe a turtle.
A what?
Maybe a turtle.
A turtle? I saw you slow. Really?
No, I'm forcing the ocean.
You do what?
I'm forcing the ocean, but I'm slow in land.
You slow in learning?
No, I said I'm forcing the ocean, but I'm slow in land.
Listen, man, you ain't no turtle, okay?
Yes, sir.
Don't go there, my brethren. You're born in the year of the boar. The boar is the original kind of pig, like a wild pig, right? And them not slow.
Yes,
nobody can domesticate them, put them in a pen and feed them with no potato skin and then yam them. Or some serious animal them, the wild boar, okay?
Yes, sir.
Serious. Now, you're born on the 13th day. You get real depressed sometime?
Yes, yes.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any idea what really depressed you most?
No, sir. Was some life situation, basically.
Listen to me. Almost everyone have depressing situations, okay? If you're born on the 13th day of any month, you can easily become suicidal. You know what the word suicide mean?
Yes, sir.
It mean killing yourself.
I never have that.
Huh?
I never have those thoughts.
Thank God, but I'm telling you, you can easily get that thought if you get really depressed. But don't go there, okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, born on the 13th day, it means that you could either be extremely unlucky or you can be extremely lucky. Like one extreme or another, okay?
Yes, sir.
Like a person born on the 13th day could end up, everything go wrong in his life, or he end up winning the lottery and win a few $100 million, right?
Yes, sir.
That's how that so it's not only unlucky, it can be extremely lucky too. It's from one extreme to the other. So think positive, okay?
Yes, sir.
And stay on the side that you really would benefit from. Let me give you your name reading. With Ian, we got I is number 9, A1 and N is 5. Anthony, we got A1, N5, T2, H8, O6, N5, Y7. Johnson is J1, O6, H8, N5, S1, O6, N5. Now, based on the vowels in Ian, which is I and A, that's 9 and 1. So your mentality number is 10, which means that you will always be very proud, very honorable. You'll never like to have to beg or borrow from anyone. And because of your pride, you will get up and be productive and do well, okay?
Yes, sir.
Your personality number is 5. 5 is a number of the priesthood, which means that all you need to do is pray and trust Almighty God and do what you can to achieve, and you will. The destiny is 15. 15 is a beautiful number because 15 is a favorable number for getting money and favors from others, okay?
Yes, sir.
This number means you could become a good public speaker, one who holds the attention of others. It is a number of magic and strong mystery. People under this number are great natural magicians. You could use prayer or positive thinking to achieve your personal aim. So whoever gave you this name, they did well for you, okay?
Yes, sir.
Who gave you that name?
My mother.
Where's your mommy now?
She's alive.
Okay, well, she did well, okay?
Yes, sir.
With Anthony now, your mentality number is 7. 7 is also a wonderful number. You dream a lot?
Yes, sir.
Do you remember your dreams?
Sometimes.
Okay. 7 means great independence, a lover of constant changes. People under this number make famous writers. You ever think about writing a book or writing some songs?
Yes, sir. I do music sometimes.
Yes, man. It says that you're a dreamer. You have powers of magnetism over others to do your bidding, full of new ideas, great learning, great insight into what made the world go wrong, and you're generally a winner, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But wait, there's more. 27 is your personality number. 27 is an indicator that you are born blessed with great personal power, the ability to think clearly, act strongly, and wisely. But you must follow your very own ideas in order to achieve success, okay?
Yes, sir.
And your destiny number is 34. It is a deeply spiritual number with magical voodoo traits. That means, no, a lot of people misunderstand the word voodoo. When them talk about voodoo, them thinking about some devil business, right?
Yes.
Voodoo is simply African war-making power, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, a European will say he got the technology to hit Russia from Europe and destroy everybody, but he will not say he got the evil to do it. He say he got the technology, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Chinese have their martial arts, which is karate and judo, and the Japanese have their martial arts, which is samurai sword, right?
Yes, sir.
The 40 leg have his sting, he sting people. The ants have stingers, bees have stingers. So Almighty God made almost every entity with war-making power. Whether it be an insect, animal, a cow have horns, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Or the human. The Africans are blessed with African war-making power. Now, when you hear people talk about voodoo, them put it in a way like it is some demonism, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. But voodoo really is a religion, and it have its merit. It have its good points. People can do healing using voodoo, or they can do destructive things using voodoo. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. I can tell of a case where a man robbed someone and went all the way to Germany with the money him robbed, and somebody used voodoo and make him bring back every cent, right?
Yes, sir.
That man was so miserable he couldn't sit, stand, go, nor sleep. He was in agony. But his wife never got hurt. She never feel no agony. His children never feel no agony. Just him, right?
Yes, sir.
So, to me, that don't sound like a bad thing. If the man bring back the money and the man end up okay and everybody end up happy, right?
No, sir.
Huh?
No, sir.
Good. So voodoo may have something to do with using a corridor of your brain that most people don't know to use. And in any case, if you work voodoo on someone that don't deserve it, it is likely to backfire on you too,
It's karma.
No. Voodoo normally work on people who either had worked voodoo before in a past lifetime, right?
Yes, sir.
Or persons who have done some wrongs and the ancestors reached them with some serious energy and make them have to own up what they have done. So voodoo is not all bad. Just like a gun is not all evil, right?
Yes, sir.
A gun can be used as a deterrent to stop people from hurting you, or it can be used by you hurting people, right?
Yes, sir.
So everything have its positive and negative. Now, I'm not telling you that you should study voodoo. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you have a blessing in you where anyone hurt you and you pray about it, that person may actually get a serious beating by the powers that be. That is what I'm saying. And you can call it any name you want to call it, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But remember, no matter what you do, never ever pray for something bad to happen to anyone. If you're going to pray and ask Almighty God to do what's best. God knows what's best, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. So 34 turns out to be a good number after all. With Johnson, the mental number is 12. Now, 12 is a number of suffering and worry. It can make you a victim. People on that number are often faced with problems and, well, people on that number are normally sacrificed for the sake of others. So that's not nice, right?
Yes, sir.
20 is your personality number. 20 have a lot to do with a person being born in one country and living in another country. So you may get the opportunity to live abroad at some points. That's one of the things you want to do?
Yes, sir. That's,
why you want to live abroad?
For better opportunities.
You know, you can get a better opportunity right where you are. It's just that the grass always look greener on the other side, right?
Yes, sir.
You see, when you reach the other side, my brethren, you're going to see some other side where you want to reach. And when you reach that other side, you're going to see some other side that you wish you were, right?
Yes, sir.
Because the human being never satisfied with where he is and what he gets. Nothing wrong with ambition, you know. But I'm just telling you, you can conquer right where you are. So, if you don't get to go abroad, don't feel downhearted. See what God sent you, make you born in Jamaica to do right here. Because a lot can be done right here. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Because I went abroad, you know, and then look around and I wonder why people run away from heaven to come in this hellhole. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Because you're in heaven, but you don't know not till you go foreign, you know. You see, when you go foreign, you realize, wow, but I was in heaven back there, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, so, we have number 32. Do you drink rum?
No, sir, I do not drink.
Huh?
I do not drink.
Okay. 32 is a number that speaks against drinking and smoking, you know.
I do not drink, sir.
So don't go there, okay?
Yes, sir.
You may hurt yourself severely if you do. Your full mentals now is 10, 12, and 7. Your full personals is 5, 27, and 20. Here goes. Your full mentals is 29, which shows doubts, deceit, and double cross by others, and it warns against evil friends. So be very careful. Do not hang out with people who you know are negative. All right?
Yes, sir.
If someone is not positive, leave them alone. Because you may not be very fortunate with friends, because 29 shows doubts, deceit, and double cross by others, and it warns you against evil friends, okay?
Yes.
And your full personality number is 52. 52 says courage. You will always be composed and patient even while things are not going too well. An interest in the higher things in life. A deep, intense feeling for God, for nature, for life, and for art. A person of hidden talents, quiet industry, and a moderate success. That's not bad, right?
Yes, sir.
Hold on. And your destiny is 81. It is important that whenever you get any kind of vehicle, whether it is a motorcycle or car, take your time and drive, okay?
Yes, sir.
Because your downfall could be speeding. Take your time and go about your business. Now write down these numbers of interest. You have a pen?
Just a minute.
It's now 16 minutes after 1 in Jamaica. You're listening to Wisdom Unveiling on the Upper Deck.
Yes, sir.
Your numbers of interest is 10,
Yes, sir.
15,
Yes, sir.
5, 27, 34, and 7, okay?
Yes, sir.
Those are your numbers of interest. You have a question?
No, that's it, sir.
Huh?
No, that's it.
You good now?
Yes, sir.
So you take care of yourself and remember, to thine own self be true, okay?
Blessings.
Take it easy.
Okay, sir.
I'd like to big up my friend Carrie in Antigua. Carrie is telling me that she don't particularly hang out with Haitians on campus where she is studying. She said because she heard that them evil because of voodoo. Carrie, you are more than wrong. You are ridiculously wrong. Carrie, if it wasn't for voodoo, you would be a slave today. Straightforward. If it wasn't for them same Haitians, you'll be a slave tonight. Straightforward. It is important to note that all knowledge is useful. And you old enough to already know that our people were stolen from Africa and they were worked as slaves, murdered, plundered, everything that bad for 400 years. And their gods was taken from them, their language was taken from them, their names was taken from them. So they only know the God of Europe, the God that the Europeans teach them about. And then pray to that God, and pray, and work, and then pray them suffer and dead. Because no God never saved them. A little man from Jamaica named Bookman. heard of a revolution that was going on in Haiti because the slavers and slave owners decided some of them decided to start eating, let me say that again, some of them decided to start eating the children of the Haitian people as a delicacy. So there are certain men who like to eat black people, cannibals. So it reached there so. And here some people can deal with that no more. So them rise up. And Bookman, who was very versed in voodoo, he left Jamaica and he went to Haiti and booked up on some other voodoo warriors. And whatever them did, I don't need to go into that now, but them chased every single European out of Haiti, period. And they took their country. It is because that they were so victorious in defeating the European forces that all around the world, the Europeans realized that if we really want to, if we really get pushed hard enough, we can conquer them. So that is why we end up getting freedom from slavery. And yes, there were abolitionists there, people like the Quakers who were also Europeans who helped agitate for our freedom. Big respect to them, you know. But yes, the long and the short of it is that our people in Haiti drew fear into the hearts and minds of the people who thought that we were idiots. And we conquered them. That's why we are free today and tonight. So if you don't want to speak to Haitians because somebody tell you that them evil, then the person who tell you that is more evil than them. Most people who talk about Haitians never meet a Haitian in them life. Yeah. And I can tell you, if they had the resources that we have here, they will be as honorable, as forthright, and as positive as we have ever been. So, let us not be disrespectful to none of our brethren and sisters, especially those who actually was instrumental in awarding us our freedom after praying to whatever God the European teach us about for 400 years and to no avail. So let's not be disrespectful to our own brothers and sisters across the water. As a matter of fact, we owe them. Every Caribbean country should put together a package to help the Haitian people instead of standing back and talking rubbish about voodoo. This, my friends, is Wisdom Unveiling on the Upper Deck. Yes, you know, one of my elders, my grandmother once taught me that Almighty God said unto the black people, thine own right hand shall save thee. That means that Almighty God not going to leave wherever and come and fight for you physically. You must figure it out yourself, even if it take 1,000,000 years. You, if a man make you a slave and give you a machete and say chop grass and chop cane, and if the only thing you think about doing is chop grass and chop cane, that's your business, that's your fault. Because you must draw your own conclusion and save yourself. You know, there's a sound that say I can't even walk without you holding my hand. That's not where we're supposed to be, though. We're not supposed to be babies at all. We're supposed to be grown up, powerful enough to take a stand. Yes. Because if you can't walk unless God hold your hand, it's a nice song, don't get me wrong, you know. but it's a kind of a helpless tune still, because we're supposed to reach further than this or no. We're not children anymore. We're supposed to stand up and be counted and free ourselves, not with waging war, not with killing people, but stand up nevertheless and be free. It is now 1:36 in Jamaica. This is Wisdom Unveiling on the upper deck. Let's return to our phone lines now. Greetings and good night.
Good night, Majesty.
Yeah, good night. How you do?
I'm okay.
Okay, how can we help you?
Okay, I would like one reading for my mother, one for myself, please.
Well, right now, based on the amount of people on the lines, I would only do one for each line. So listen. It's either you or your mother. Make that choice.
I can get a question about my mother?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I would like to find out about her health.
What do you know about her health so far?
She's having pains all over her body.
How often she goes to the toilet?
Of lately, she's going to the toilet regular.
Of lately?
Yes.
But it wasn't always that way?
No.
It was sometimes she would miss 3 days on 4?
No, not so many days.
All right. How old is your mother now?
She's 54.
That's still rather young, right?
Yes.
She get pain in her knees?
Yeah.
Any pain in her shoulders?
Yes.
Good. So your mother have arthritis, okay?
Okay.
There's a herb called black cohosh. Black cohosh?
Yes.
That may actually help her. You can mix it with another herb called yucca. Y-U-C-C-A. Yucca and black cohosh. Okay?
Y-U-C-C-A.
Y-U-C-C-A, yucca.
And black cohosh.
Black cohosh. Right?
Okay.
And another, and you can mix that with senna. Senna, you get senna pod at the pharmacy.
Senna?
Yeah, senna pods.
Okay.
Give her a better bowel movement. Okay?
Okay.
There's a herb called Pau d'Arco. That's P-A-U. P as in Paul. P-A-U.
Yes.
D. A-R-C-O. Pau d'Arco.
Okay.
That is to stop cancer from forming, right?
Okay then.
And a herb to purify her blood called red clover.
Red clover.
Got it?
Okay.
And if you like, you can top it up by another herb called Angelica, the herb of angels. Angelica, A-N-G-E-L-I-C-A. Angelica.
Angelica, A-N-G-E-L-I-C-A.
Yeah, you can combine all those to make 1 tea and give her 2 cups per day.
2 cups per day?
Yeah.
Okay,
combine a little of each of those. Okay?
Okay, no problem.
If she get too much bowel movements, you can take out the senna. Okay? And she need to take a walk every day. Can she walk?
Yes.
She need to walk every day for at least 30 minutes when she wake up in the mornings, okay?
Okay.
Any questions about her again? Any more questions? How is her eyes doing?
Her eyes, she says they're foggy.
They would be, because there's a lot of inflammation in her system.
Yeah.
Her eyes will clear up when it should clear up within 40 days or so when you put her on that kind of thing, okay?
Okay, then, no problem.
At the same time, you need to let the doctor check her sugar levels.
Okay.
Right? And blood pressure and those things there. So let the doctor monitor her progress, okay?
No problem. Thank you.
Right. So what about you now?
Okay, I'd like a card reading.
Okay. Call any number in the range of 1 to 10.
10.
Come again.
9.
Come again.
5.
Come again.
3.
Come again.
6.
Come again.
4.
Come again.
1.
That's it. First card here. What is your birth date?
13th of April.
April 13?
Yes.
What year?
89.
Okay. So you know you're born the year of the snake, right?
Yes.
If you turn into an animal right now, you'll be a snake. Snake people are very wise people, you know. The Bible said to be as wise as a serpent but harmless as a dove, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So your very first card is called Strength, which means that you are one very strong woman, right? And a great source of strength to your elders, okay? You're born a source of strength, yes. You're born the 13th day, so you must be careful not to become depressed. Because when you get depressed, you will be extremely depressed. And if you're born the 13th day, you can easily become suicidal, bipolar, all the above. Okay?
Okay.
So you have to learn to laugh.
Yes, I laugh a lot.
Yes, yes. Do you have a lover, a spouse?
Yes.
When is that person's birth date?
The 14th of February.
What year?
1985.
1985?
Yes.
Okay. You're actually compatible, you know. How the two of you get along?
Very good.
You're very compatible. He is a Bandele person, and you are a Fadil person. In other words, you're born the year of the snake, and he born the year of the ox. That is excellent. He will not be the kind of person to talk too much. Neither are you, right?
Okay.
He'll be very industrious, a man that will work very, very hard. Always busy, right?
Yes.
And whatever money he can conquer, you will spend it wisely, right?
Yes.
So your first card is strength, so you're a great strength to your family. Your second card here is called adaptation, which means that at some point you're going to spend some time abroad and you're going to have to adapt to different climates, okay?
Okay.
You ever had asthma?
No.
You get any kind of respiratory issues?
I have problem breathing. Well,
Yeah.
I have heavy breathing.
Yeah, why?
I have no idea.
You have
I have a heavy breathing.
You have
when I'm relaxing, it sounds like I'm snoring.
Yeah, you have some semi-asthmatic issue, okay?
Okay.
It's possible that you may have a touch of bronchitis and not know, you know.
Okay.
Clearly your bronchial tubes may be a bit blocked. So there's a herb called mullein. mullein.
That's
mull
EIN
or IEN, it doesn't matter. You can spell it as wrong as you want. They'll know it's that you want anyway, right?
Okay.
There's another herb that would help you called lobelia. Now, if you take lobelia too heavy, it'll make you vomit. It is an emetic herb designed to make you vomit. But if you vomit, it's more good than bad because you'll vomit up whatever it is that's causing any blockage anyway, right?
Okay.
But if you use it minor amounts, then it wouldn't make you vomit, but it will still be instrumental in clearing your lungs and your bronchial tract. And there's another herb called fenugreek. Fenugreek. That's FENU.
Yes.
GREEK. Fenugreek. That's a master herb for your lungs, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
So
can you spell a
lobelia. LO.
Yes.
BELIA. Lobelia.
Okay.
So you can combine them. You can combine mullein, lobelia, fenugreek. Right?
Yes.
All right? And there's a final herb that would help your chest area. Call it horehound. 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 Horehound.
Okay.
Okay? You combine them, your lungs is as good as new. Right?
Thank you.
Good. So now you have another card. You have a card here now called adaptation, which means that if you have to live abroad, the cold may affect your lungs, so be careful, right?
Okay.
You ever been abroad?
No, never
Well,
traveled.
there you have it. There's another card here now called loss. You lost children? You lost any pregnancies?
Yeah, I was told that I lost 4.
That you lost 4 pregnancies?
Yes.
Oh. But you made babies after that?
No, none.
So you have no children?
No.
Loss in your third. How old you are now?
33.
Okay. Well, there's still hope. You don't reach 40 yet, right?
Yeah.
It's possible that your womb may be tilted a bit, right? So anytime you get pregnant, you're going to have to just rest. Okay?
Just rest?
Yeah. You can't lift anything heavy. You can't be up and down like that. You have to rest a lot.
Okay.
Some people have a tilted womb, you know. And you will need a herb called red raspberry leaf. It may actually be very helpful. Red raspberry leaf.
Okay.
Once you're pregnant, you must drink that at least a cup every day or every 2 days. And even more so when you're about to give birth, you get a very easy delivery, right?
Okay.
There's another herb here, another card here now called uncertainty. Do you worry a lot?
No, not necessarily.
But yet you have a card of uncertainty, which means that you feel very often uncertain about the future?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, I do.
Pray about it. Pray and ask the powers that be. You know, pray at your prayer time, right?
Yes.
You know your prayer time?
Yes.
Okay, if you know your prayer time, pray at your prayer time. Your prayer time should be 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., right?
Yes.
Right. And face the southeast. Face the south and turn an inch to the left, and you're facing your guardian angel.
Okay.
There's another card here now, and it is called prosperity, which means that you will do well financially. You will be prosperous, right?
Okay.
And you have a card called energy. You could have done well in teaching, you know, and you could have done well in medicine. Okay. This card, energy, shows that you have very good, clean energy, and young people will take to you well. Okay?
Okay.
And you have another card called love, suggesting that your love will bud and blossom and bear fruit. So expect to have a child, even if only one.
Okay.
Any questions?
No, not at the moment.
Good.
Well, one. In anything for my job, like any promotion, anything?
It's a complex question.
Okay.
Think about your job, right?
Yes.
And call any number in a range of 10 and 73.
15.
Give me a number between 15 and 73.
20.
Between 20 and 73.
73.
Between 73 and 100.
90.
Okay. Now, the chance of you getting a promotion is high, but you're not up for promotion.
Okay.
Were you agitating for a promotion?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Did you make it known that you want to be promoted?
Yes.
But you're not lined up for that yet, even if they say you are.
Okay.
But it will come when the time is right. You have to pass all your tests. One of your main tests is patience.
Okay.
And don't complain when others who come after you get a promotion. Don't do that. You've been doing that?
You know, I was trained for a position, and there was this person that came 6 months after in the same position that I was trained for.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to remind myself that she knows nothing about the promotion, and I trained my mind not to have any hate on her whenever I'm interacting with her, and I've been pretty good at that.
Good.
The moment I said to myself, I will not have any bitterness towards her.
Right.
That's when everything goes away.
Right. Continue on that path. That will certainly get you promoted when the timing is perfect. Remember, if you get the right thing at the wrong time, you've gotten the wrong thing.
Yes.
Okay? Timing is more important than the promotion itself. Okay?
Okay.
You'll get there.
Thank you very much.
If you pray Psalm 72 and Psalms 8 every day, it may help.
72 and 8.
72 and 78. Those two beautiful Psalms.
72 and 78.
No, 72 and Psalms number 8.
Number 8.
Those are two wonderful Psalms that have been instrumental in helping people get ahead as far as promotions is concerned. Okay?
Yes, thank you very much.
It's not that someone have anything against you. It's just that where you are, you do so well right there. Right?
Yes.
That to promote you would leave a kind of a vacuum right there, right?
Yes.
So they'll have to find someone who is almost as good to put there first. Okay?
Okay.
Don't take it personal.
Understand.
Blessed. You take it easy now.
Thank you very much.
Good. The show is Wisdom Unveiling on the Upper Deck. I am your host, Majesty, with Jacob at the musical control. Let's talk about Havco though. It is important to note that Havco herbs and extracts have natural herbal products that are second to none. Very efficient, tested and tried. The herbalists at Havco Herbs and Extracts are herbal designers who could design a medicine to suit your needs. Their numbers are 876-540-8871 and 876-346-0070. Right now we'd like to give you some names. Yeah, African names for our African children, and they come to you with the kind compliments of Havco Herbs and Extracts. Believe you me. So here goes. Let's give you some male names, and then we give you a handful of female names. So our first male name is Rabo. Rabo. R-A-B-O. Rabo. Now, this is from the Hausa of West Africa name, meaning luck or good luck. Then there's Rafet. Rafet. That's R-A-F-F-E-T. Again, R-A-F-F-E-T. Rafet is an Arabic name commonly heard in Egypt, meaning high rank, dignity. Then there's Raimi. Raimi. R-A-I-M-I, pronounced Raimi. It is a Nigerian variation of the Muslim name, which means the most compassionate, and is one of the 99 names of Almighty God. Here's another one. Ref. R-E-T-H, pronounced Ref. The title used by royal families of the Shalluk people of southern Sudan, equivalent to king. So Ref means king. Then there's Razene. Razene. R-E-Z-E-N-E. Razene. It is from the Tigrinya of Eritrea and Ethiopia, male name meaning with heavy pride. Then there's Risku. Risku. R-I-S-K-U. Risku. This is from the Hossa people of West Africa, a male name meaning prosperity. R-I-S-K-U. Then there's Rusum. Rusum. R-U-S-S-O-M. Rusum. This is from the Tigrinya of Eritrea and Ethiopia, male name meaning their head, their boss. Now let me give you some female names. Sada or Tina or Sadatina. This Swahili term means our lady, my lady. Then there's Sayidana. Sayidana. S-A-Y-I-D-A-N-A. Sayidana. It is a Swahili term meaning our princess. Then there's Sahmet. Sahmet. Now Sahmet, S-A-K-H-M-E-T, pronounced Sahmet, is a Tigrinya of Eritrea and Ethiopia, female name meaning powerful. This was the name of an ancient Egyptian goddess. Then there's Samira. Samira. Samira, that's S-E-M-I-R-A, Samira. It is an Ethiopian female name meaning fulfilled, satisfied. Then there's Sharazad. Sharazad. S-H-A-H-R-A-Z-A-D. That's S-H-A-H-R-A-Z-A-D. Sharazad. A Swahili female name meaning princess. Then there's Shangwe. Shangwe. S-H-A-N-G-W-E. S-H-A-N-G-W-E. Shangwe is a Kiswahili word meaning rejoicings or celebration. And finally, Sika. Sika. S-I-K-A. Sika. This is from the Twi people of Ghana. Female name meaning rich with money. So let's go back over these female names. It is Sada, S-A-D-A, or Tina, T-I-N-A, or Sadatina, S-A-D-A-T-I-N-A. This Swahili term means our lady, my lady. Then there's Sayedana, S-A-Y-I-D-A-N-A, a Swahili term meaning our princess. Then there's Sahmet, S-A-K-H-M-E-T, a Tigrinya of Eritrea and Ethiopia, female name meaning powerful. This was the name of an ancient Egyptian goddess. Then there's Semira, Semira, S-E-M-I-R-A, Semira, An Ethiopian female name meaning fulfilled, satisfied. Then there's Shahrazad, Shahrazad, a Swahili female name meaning princess. And Shangwe, 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 a Kiswahili word meaning rejoicings or celebration. And finally, Sika, 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 a Twi. See, this tribe is called Twi, 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 people of Ghana, female name meaning rich with money. So there you have it. It's not. Let's return to our phone lines. Greetings.
Hello, good morning.
No, it's not morning yet. It's 13 minutes after 2. It's the middle of the night.
Okay.
So good night to you. Okay?
Good night.
Yeah, it's nighttime, you know. Yeah. So how can we help you?
Card reading.
Let's do it. You ever had it done before?
No, my first time.
Oh, okay. So you were sleeping all along and you just jump up?
Yes.
Swearing this morning is not, okay?
Yeah.
We shouldn't let people tell you this morning when we can see it's nighttime, right?
Okay.
So let's do it. Call any number in the range of 1 to 10.
4.
Come again.
9.
Come again.
3.
Come again.
2.
Come again.
6.
Come again.
8.
Hold on. Come again.
5.
Listen carefully, right?
Yes.
If it was 14 minutes after 2 o'clock in the daytime, right? Like midday,
Yeah.
14 after 2, and someone tell you good night, what do you think about that?
I would say it's afternoon.
That's my point. So it's the middle of the night, 2 o'clock, and we've been programmed to say that is morning when nothing can go so, right?
Right.
Morning can't start till the sunrise. So we need to stop being respecters of persons and look at the truth and call a spade a spade. Do you know the difference between a spade and a shovel?
No.
You don't? A spade have a rounded bottom, like the bottom. You could take a spade and you could dig a grave with a spade, you know.
Okay.
The bottom round, like round and sharp. You can dig a grave with a spade. You cannot dig a grave with a shovel. You can mix cement with a shovel. You can't dig a hole with a shovel. You can dig a hole with a spade, right?
Yeah.
So we need to call a spade and call a shovel, right? And call night and call day, right?
Yes.
Your very first card here is called delay. So wait, hold on. There has been lots of delays in your life, ma'am. Things that you think you should have get, but know that you don't get yet. What is your age?
42.
42. Any children?
Yes.
How much you get?
4.
You did well, man. You have your own house yet?
No, I started though.
At least you're getting there, right?
Yeah.
But you're going to complete it, okay?
Okay.
There has been some delays, but don't let that get to you.
Right.
You have another card here now, and it's called the Chariot. You have a husband or a boyfriend?
Yes.
What you have?
Boyfriend.
Boyfriend. So when is his birthday?
May 19.
May 19?
Yeah.
What year he's born?
89.
1989.
Yeah.
So if he turned into an animal, he would actually be a snake. Do you know that?
No.
So when is your birthday?
June 21st.
Uh-huh. When is your birth year? What year you're born?
80.
Huh?
80.
1980. So you would actually be a monkey, right?
No.
Can you imagine a monkey doing it with a snake? I mean, come on. Snakes eat monkeys. Anyway, it is workable, you know, but you have to give and take, okay?
Okay.
Sometimes you're going to really get on his nerves because you may make more noise than he would, right?
Okay.
He's more on the sneaky side, but he's a wise person. Listen to him. Anything about him that you don't like?
No, I don't want a problem.
What? That's sweet. That nice man. Now, one of you born in 19th and one born in 21st, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. And that adds to 40, which means business. The two of you can run a nice business together, and do very well.
Okay.
40 shows great business success. You ever think about going into business together?
No.
Well, it would be a good idea if you ever try. You would do well, okay?
Okay.
How long you been together?
1 year.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't usually have a problem in a year in a relationship, but sometime like in the third year or so you get issues, but you have to just learn to cope because it is very workable if you both respect each other, okay?
Yeah.
It's not perfect, It will never really be because you're two very different people, but it's still workable if the love is true, right?
Yeah.
There's a card here called the Star. One of your children is going to do remarkably well on the world scene and make you very, very pleased, okay?
Yeah.
You have another card here now, and it shows the King of Cups, which means that someday you're going to get married. You ever got married, like ever?
No.
You will someday, okay?
Yeah.
And the card here called the Sun, that's also the official card of marriage, so you certainly will.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
So don't give up on that, okay? And you have another card called Strength. How much daughters did you have?
3.
Wow. Well, there's one in particular who is very strong-willed and who will actually make you feel glad that you are her mother, okay?
Yeah.
And there's a card called Uncertainty. It is important that you let go of the worrying and think positive because much better days are coming.
Yeah.
Now, do you know your prayer time?
No.
It is one of the most blessed things to know, No, I did say that you're born the year of the monkey, right?
Yeah.
In the African world, we don't call you a monkey. We would not be so rude. We call you Ibrahim. You're from the house of Ibrahim. Your prayer time is 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. So every day between 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock, like 4 o'clock or so, perfect time for you to pray, okay?
Yeah.
But there's more. Your direction of power is west-southwest. That means you need to face the west and turn an inch to the left, and you'll be literally facing your guardian angel. It is awesome. It works like a dream. Okay?
Yeah.
His prayer time is between 9 o'clock and 11 in the morning.
Okay.
And his direction of power is southeast. That means he needs to face the south and turn an inch to the left, and he'll be facing his guardian angel. Okay. What annoys you most? What bothers you most? What irritates you most? What's the problem?
What can I say now? I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Think about your future and call any number between 10 and 73.
35.
Give me another number.
42.
No, 35 means money. Peace of mind, travel, friendship, and success in love, okay?
Yeah.
42 is about religion or spirituality. So you need to remember to pray. It is very, very important, okay?
Yeah.
And remember, God Almighty have given you the power to conquer whatever need to be conquered, okay?
Yeah.
Don't expect God to come and save you. God doesn't work like that. But he give you the energy, the strength, the wisdom or the knowledge to save yourself. Okay?
Okay.
You take care now.
All right. Thanks.
Bless it. Take it easy. It's now 2:22 in Jamaica. Greetings. Greetings. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, how can we help you?
Oh God. Good night, Majesty.
Yes, how you do?
Not bad enough.
If you're not bad, you must good. Why not just say you're good and done?
Good, alright.
People keep talking about bad when them talking about good. Hold on, go.
True.
If you're good, man, you shouldn't talk about you're not bad.
Yeah.
So, how can I help you?
Oh God. I would like a card with it.
A card
For
reader?
my son.
Yeah, but you can only get it for one person, so make up your mind.
Yes.
Where's your son now?
I don't know, Majesty. That's what I want.
You don't know where your son is?
No, I don't know where he is.
When last you saw him?
In November?
In November, he just disappeared?
Yes, November. He says he's going to town to get a work. And from me go up there, nobody sees him. I don't know if they kill him and throw him away.
Oh.
God.
All right, wait, hold on. Don't bother. Think about your son, right?
Yes.
And call any numbers that come to your mind between 1 and 15.
13.
13.
Yeah.
Do you know what 13 means?
Police?
No. 13 is the number of death, ma'am.
Oh, God.
And you call it, not me.
Jeez, I know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And the number, the card that came out here is preparation. So, well, you have to prepare to hear anything, either good or bad. Either prepare to see him again or prepare to hear about him, right?
Yes.
That's what it's about. So,
okay.
Call another number.
9.
9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we got the lover. So, either he finds some lover, right?
Yes.
And decide to lay some eggs and lie low, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Or the worst has happened. Call one more number.
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is the hermit, which means that he is alone.
He's alone.
Yeah. Wherever he is, he's alone.
Oh God.
So it's not no lover thing, but you do love him, right?
Nothing.
What kind of person he is?
You know, he's a good person. And he live here and working in town. Saying he and the boss and a construction, you know. He's saying he and the boss catch up.
The boss had a fight?
No, they never fight. He, the boss, lick him in his head with his phone, you know, take away his phone and lick him in his head. He say he gets 3 stitches.
Oh?
Yeah, and he take away the phone from him, and he say went to police station, and police come and get back the phone from him. But because the boss now was an ex-soldier, when the police them come, them say, "Oh, are you?" So everything just quash right there, so. Yeah, and them tell him to give him back his phone and give him time leave there now and go somewhere else. So I asked him if the boss see him, pass him there, if he know where he is. He say yes. So I don't know.
The only thing we can do is pray for your son. You know?
Yes.
Pray
yes,
for the
Majesty, that's what I'm doing, you know.
Pray for closure in your son's situation, right?
Yes.
You know your prayer time?
No, Majesty.
When is your birth date?
The 5th of June, 1960.
Okay, so you are an Abasi person. You're born the year of the rat, right?
Yes.
When's your son's birth date?
My son, he born the 1st of May, 1991.
91. So he's really, he born the year of the sheep.
Yes.
A sheep person would have called you by now.
Okay.
The sheep is a real mommy's boy, right?
Yes, I know. And he loves me. I just
Yeah, she was a mommy's boy. You know, he would have called you for sure if he was.
Yes, that's why. Okay, that's why I'm worried.
Yeah, he would have known that you're worrying.
Yes.
He would have called you.
But that is so true.
Well, pray every night at midnight.
Midnight.
Yes, and ask the powers that be.
Yes.
To send you word, right, of his whereabouts and whatever, and if he's able to come home, let him come home to you, okay?
Yes, Majesty.
So don't think negative, think positive.
Positive, yes.
Because some youngsters don't seem to understand how much people love them.
Yes.
And them stay away for long periods of time.
Yes.
And make people worried like hell, so pray for, because the card of death didn't come up really, right?
Okay, sir.
But then again, this is not a conclusive reading. You can only get a conclusive reading by doing a private reading.
Okay.
Okay? You'll have to call me. My number is 844-2295 to get.
I had the number, Majesty, but because the money.
Listen to me. Just call me any Sunday. Don't worry about money.
Yes.
This is a serious situation.
Yes, sir.
844-2295. Give me a call. All right?
Yes,
Tell me who you are. We'll have a conversation on it and see what comes up. Okay?
Okay,
I'll do that for you as my dear sister. Okay?
Oh, thank you, sir, very much.
Yeah, because when we lose track of our youngsters, it is not an easy road. The pain is unbearable.
So true, sir.
Yeah,
God.
Unbearable. So you take it easy, yeah?
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Our sister, you take it easy.
Yes, sir.
Don't forget. Blessed.
Oh, okay.
Now, Andy in Port of Spain, Trinidad, want to know if I can tell the woman exactly who killed her son, if somebody killed her son. Well, no, Andy, I can't do that. I don't have the instrument for that. But we may be able to figure out if he's alive or not. That much we can do. Okay, but I can tell you exactly what happened to him. Who do him that? No. We don't have the instrument for that. Okay, Andy? Good. It's now 2:41 in Jamaica. You're listening to Wisdom Unveiling on the Upper Deck. Let's return to our phone lines. Greetings.
Good night.
Good night. How you do?
I'm fine so far. How are you?
I'm good.
Your New Year?
Yes, the New Year is nice. It's unfolding beautifully. Beautifully.
Okay.
So how can we help you?
I like a card reading.
Okay, let's do it. Call any number in the range of 1 to 10.
Okay, 1.
Come again?
10.
Come again?
9.
Come again?
8.
Come again?
4.
Come again?
2.
Come again?
5.
That's it. Where's your mother?
My mother, she's in Jamaica.
Yeah, but you don't see her?
Yeah, I see her. I did give her things in Christmas.
But you seldom go to her.
Yeah?
You seldom go around her?
If I go around her?
You don't go to her very often?
No, cause where she is, is lot of war is there. Then so me have phone. Whole thing she do not have a phone.
Oh.
Then so somebody, when I leave in things, sometimes the person that say my mother was asking for me, and I will leave it with the person who live where she live.
Well, you and your mother need to meet more often, you know.
I'm trying to buy a phone for her. If I could get I have phone that I could give her, but better me just buy her a new one.
Yeah, man, even if it's a banger, you know.
Yeah, I gonna buy her.
You need to communicate with your mother more. She need your vibration.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah, man.
There's a card here now called conflict. Conflict. You find yourself in war or conflict with anyone?
That was in last year, not me. They directly in conflict and so forth with me. But I never, touch no one. But
right.
They directly.
All right, just forgive and let go, you know?
Yeah. I forgive and let go.
The spirit of disrespect and ignorance is everywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have another card here now, and it is the Empress. How old you are now?
I'm 33.
You ever got married?
No.
You have a woman?
No, sir.
Well, you will, you know. You will. You will find the ideal wife, okay?
Okay.
You have another card here now, and it's called the World, so you will travel as well. Okay. And a card called the Magician, which means that there's going to be a miracle in your life. Something you never thought you'll ever get, you're going to get, you know?
Wow.
Your life going to change dramatically, perhaps within the next 4 years. You have a next card here now called Justice. You may have to go to court for one reason or the other, but you'll be fine, okay?
Yeah.
Did a woman accuse you of anything?
No.
Be very careful with females this year, okay?
Yeah, I know.
Very careful. Or you may get accused of something that, if you were warned, you could not be accused of that. Be careful.
Yeah, but I'm supposed to go to court, to get justice for what they did to me. But I don't want to take it to court, you understand? But I suppose I don't want to take it to court, but I was just thinking about it. You understand? Because they damaged me.
All right, put it this way, right? Oh, you called me recently, right?
Yeah.
Put it this way now. Whoever damaged you is who you damaged before. Okay?
Yeah, I understand about that.
No, life is based on a circle, that what goes around comes around. So you damaged them in a past lifetime, them damage you now, right?
Yeah.
Let it go. Okay?
Yeah.
You have a lot to gain by just letting go.
I let it go,
Yeah.
But just when people is pushing something, but I let it go.
There's another card here now called gain, which means that you're not a loser, you know.
Yeah.
You're going to gain some other way around. Whoever hurts you, them will get their punishment, because time is the master, you know.
That's what I said.
And you know God is Father Time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Think about the future and call any number between 50 and 100.
36.
No, between 50 and 100.
Okay.
You can't call 36.
Okay, sorry. 52.
It means courage. Courage. You must be composed and patient when things not going too well. But whatever is for you, you will get, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be shocked to know when you get justice and how, okay?
Yeah.
All right. You take it easy now.
And I want to talk to you after here,
All right.
I don't know if I could call you maybe tomorrow, just for 5 minutes, just something.
Call me tomorrow, 844-2295. That's 844.
May I have your number?
Yeah, but
what time I can call?
Call me anytime that you get the chance to call me. If you don't get me, you can text me.
Okay.
If you text me, that would not vex me nor perplex me, okay?
Okay.
So give me a text. I won't get vexed, all right?
All right. Thank
I'll
you.
just call you back next. You take care now. Let's talk about something to put in your pot. How many times have you ever used turmeric? No, turmeric is not Korean. No. Turmeric is turmeric. Turmeric is one of the most popular spices on the planet due to its characteristic color and taste, and most especially the numerous health benefits it offers. More and more people are discovering the perks of drinking warm turmeric tea in the morning. So should you follow suit? Only if you want to enjoy or full joy a long and active life. What makes the said beverage worthy of being an integral part of your mornings is the compound known as curcumin that is found abundantly in turmeric. Thousands of scientific investigations have been conducted on the antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and so many other amazing properties of curcumin. And each of those studies found out that curcumin is indeed capable of so many incredible health benefits, from improving digestion to fighting off cancer. Prior to tackling all of the astonishing reasons for you to sip a cup of warm turmeric tea at the start of your day. Now, let us first learn how to make a serving of this beverage. All you have to do is carefully pour warm water in a cup and dissolve half a teaspoon of turmeric in it. You're done. While consuming this healthy drink, always stir because turmeric powder tends to settle at the bottom. Remember to consume everything while it's still warm. More importantly, drink your cup of warm turmeric tea before consuming your oatmeal, toast, or any other breakfast staple of yours. Don't like the taste? Don't go looking for a different beverage to drink. That's because you may simply add a teaspoon of honey in it. Just remember to opt for raw and organic honey to make sure that what you are drinking is super healthy. Now that you know how to whip up a cup of warm turmeric tea, let us now discuss some of the most impressive reasons why you should make drinking the said beverage a part of your morning routine. Number one, turmeric lowers your risk of heart disease. There are a couple of reasons why a cup of warm turmeric tea every morning may help keep your cardiovascular system in an optimum shape. First, its antioxidant properties help prevent the formation of plaque and cholesterol in the arteries, something that could cause high blood pressure. Second, the beverage helps stave off the formation of blood clots that could impede circulation and lead to heart attack and stroke. Number two, warm turmeric water relieves painful and swollen joints. Suffering from arthritis? Consume a cup of warm turmeric tea every morning to keep the joints pain and inflammation free. What's so nice about the said beverage is that it works as effectively as non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs based on a 2012 study, but without the risks and side effects associated with the intake of the said drugs. This healthy drink promotes good digestion. According to a study conducted on turmeric, the spice is capable of enhancing the production of bile. Such results in better digestion, something that helps improve the body's ability to assimilate nutrients found in the foods you consume. Number 4, sipping the beverage protects the liver from damage. Your liver is an organ that helps neutralize toxins in the body. Sadly, in this day and age, the liver is highly susceptible to damage due to being overworked. It's been found out by scientists that curcumin in turmeric not only helps protect the liver from damage, it also encourages the regeneration of liver tissue. This is the reason why a cup of warm turmeric water every morning can help in keeping your liver stay in top shape. Number 5, consuming. It may help lower your cancer risk. One of the many functions of antioxidants is deactivating unstable molecules called free radicals before they damage healthy cells and cause mutation. It's exactly due to this why the intake of warm turmeric water as well as dishes with turmeric in them can help considerably lower your risk of suffering from cancer, which can be deadly if not detected and treated right away. Number 6, it helps curtail inflammation that's linked to various diseases. Cancer, diabetes, arthritis, osteoporosis, heart disease, these and so many more scary health problems are associated with inflammation. In other words, controlling inflammation may help significantly lower your chances of suffering from one or many of the said diseases. So, save yourself. Drink turmeric tea, warm, first. You know, if you got people in your family, close relatives who've had Alzheimer's and dementia and all that, and you generally feel that you need help with your memory, there's things you can use, First of all, stop using the usual vegetable oils you buy at the shop. Leave them alone. Use only virgin olive oil in your cooking. That's a big, big step towards securing a better memory. Virgin coconut oil is also excellent, okay? Let's look at herbs, though, for memory aid. There's a herbal combination you can buy online called SEN, S-E-N, or you can get one named REMEM, R-E-M-E-M. SEN, S-E-N, or REMEM, R-E-M-E-M. Now, this formula contains remarkable rejuvenating properties that nourish the brain cells and tissues and improves their ability to perform mental functions. The single herbs involved, in this formula is cayenne pepper, ginkgo, G-I-N-K-G-O, gutucola. Now, gutucola may be what Jamaicans call bisi, cola nut, bisi. G-O-T-U-K-O-L-A. I'm not 100% sure, but it may be that. Then there's Korean ginseng, K-O-R-E-A-N, Korean ginseng, and lobelia. The vitamins involved is choline, C-H-O-L-I-N-E, and lecithin, that's L-E-C-I-T-H-I-N. The minerals is, you can go to any pharmacy and buy a multi-mineral complex. That's a tablet. They got all the minerals in it. And where this come from? You can get this kind of knowledge from a book called Mental Alertness by Donsbach, D-O-N-S-B-A-C-H. Mental Alertness by Donsbach. Or you can buy a book called The Vitamin Bible by E. Mindell, M-I-N-D-E-L-L. That is Mental Alertness by Donsbach, or Vitamin Bible by written by E. Mindell. It's now 13 minutes after the hour of 3 o'clock. The big question is, what time should you sleep? is there a best time to sleep? There's a saying that sleeping early and waking up early is good for your health. How true is that? Is it all right to sleep late and wake up late? A, you actually have an amazing biological clock ticking inside your body. It is perfectly precise. It helps to regulate your various body functions, including your sleeping time. From 11 p.m. to 3 a.m., most of your blood circulation concentrates in your liver. Your liver gets larger and larger when filled with more blood. This is an important time when your body undergoes the detoxification process. Your liver neutralizes and breaks down body toxins accumulated throughout the day. However, if you don't sleep at this time, your liver cannot carry out this detoxification process smoothly. If you sleep at 11 p.m., you have a full 4 hours to detoxify your body. If you sleep at 12 midnight, you have 3 hours. If you sleep at 1 o'clock in the night, you have 2 hours. And if you sleep at 2 in the night, you have only 1 hour to detoxify. So what if you sleep after 3 in the night? Unfortunately, you won't have any time to actually detoxify your body. If you continue with this sleeping pattern, these toxins will accumulate in your body over time. And you know what happens next? That can help create cancer, you know. What if you sleep late and wake up late? Have you tried going to bed very late at night? Did you realize you feel very tired the next day no matter how much you slept? Sleeping late and waking up late is indeed very bad for your health. Besides, not having enough time to detoxify your body, you will miss out other important body functions too. You see, from 3 a.m. to 5 a.m., most blood circulation concentrates in your lungs. What should you do at this moment? Well, you should exercise and breathe in fresh air, take in good energy into your body, preferably in a garden. At this time, the air is very fresh with lots of beneficial ions. 5 a.m. to 7 a.m., most blood circulation concentrate in your large intestine. And what should you do at this time? Hey, you should go to the toilet. Pass out all unwanted waste matter from your large intestine. Prepare your body to absorb more nutrients throughout the day. From 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., most blood circulation concentrate in your stomach. What should you do at this moment? Have your breakfast. This is your most important meal in the day. Make sure you have all the required nutrients from your breakfast. Not having breakfast causes lots of health problems for you in the future. That's the way to start your day. No wonder why people living in villages and farms are healthier. They sleep early and wake up early as they follow their natural biological clock. If you follow this, you're sure to feel fresher and more energetic all the day long. This, my friend, is Wisdom Unveiling. Here's another question. How to survive a heart attack? This is a serious issue, All right. Let's say it's 7:25 p.m. and you're going home alone, of course, from work after an unusually hard day on the job. You're really tired, upset, and frustrated. Suddenly, you start experiencing severe pain in your chest that starts to drag out into your arm and up into your jaw. You are only about 5 kilometers from the hospital nearest your home. Unfortunately, you don't know if you'll be able to make it that far. Now, how do you survive a heart attack when alone? Since many people are alone when they suffer a heart attack without help, the person whose heart is beating improperly and who begins to feel faint have only about 10 seconds left before losing consciousness, However, these victims can help themselves by coughing repeatedly and very vigorously. A deep breath should be taken before each cough. And the cough must be deep and prolonged, like when prolonging sputum from deep inside the chest. A breath and a cough must be repeated about every 2 seconds without let up until help arrives or until the heart is felt to be beating normally again. Deep breaths get oxygen into the lungs, and coughing improves Coughing, actually, movement, squeeze the heart and keep the blood circulating. The squeezing pressure on the heart also helps it regain normal rhythm. In this way, heart attack victims can get to a hospital. Greetings.
Good night.
Yeah, good night. How you do?
Good.
How can we help you?
Like a card reading, please.
Okay, let's do it. You ever did it before?
Yep, first one for the year.
Huh?
First one for this year.
Not for the year. Okay. Call any number in the range of 1 to 10.
4.
4. Come again?
3.
Huh?
3.
Come again?
1.
Come again?
1.
Come again?
1.
Come again?
And 1.
Come again?
Number 1.
Okay. So you are in love with number 1?
Yeah.
How come? Explain that now.
Well, that number 1 first.
Huh?
First. Yeah, number 1 is first.
Oh. Listen, number 111 is a number of God, you know.
Really?
Because God is first in creation.
Oh,
Who comes first before God?
Yes.
Right?
That's true.
No, God is first in creation.
He is.
Okay. Your first card is the Empress. You have a woman?
Happily divorced.
Happily divorced?
Yeah.
That means you don't want to get married ever again?
No, that's in the process.
You have a process going on?
Yes, sir.
Really?
I have to keep quiet with that one.
Yeah, you have to hide under one bed and just plan. But you think she compatible with you?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
All right. Because this first card, the Empress, shows that the ideal woman is going to come into your life, you know. And your second card is the Queen sitting on her throne, the Queen of Reflection, an excellent woman. And your third card is another queen called the Queen of Nurture. Did you get along well with your mother?
Yes, sir.
So I guess you got your mother's nurture.
Yes, sir.
Your mother proud of you, okay?
Yes, sir.
Did she pass away?
He did.
Okay. You have a next card called Wealth, which means that some money gonna come, you know?
Okay.
Yes, man. Money is going to run. And there's a son. You have any children?
Yes, sir.
What you have?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
You have a son?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this son is the prince of creativity. He should do well. And you have a card here now called Unity, which means that, so this will be your second marriage coming up, if so?
Yes, sir.
And this is number 2 of Unity. That means your second marriage is going to be sweet.
Yes, sir.
All right. You see the man them up there sitting up on the wall? The man, they wonder if them could get that do, you know. You have to give them man some counseling, you know. All right. I have a final card, you know. Listen, the key to this whole thing is to forgive the past.
Yeah, let go.
Forgive the woman of the past.
True.
Because, you see, people believe that a marriage is supposed to be forever, you know. Sometimes your partner is only assigned to you to a certain distance on your journey.
That's true.
And there's another one that's supposed to take over from that.
Oh, yes.
So, it don't make sense to get upset. All right?
True, sir.
No, there's a card out here. Your final card is called Despair, which means that you need to spend some quality time checking out your eyesight, you know?
Yes, sir.
How's your eyes, man?
Good, sir.
Real good?
Yes, sir.
Go and get your eyes tested, my brother.
I will.
It is very important. My cards can't wrong, you know?
Yes, sir.
So go and get your eyes tested, okay?
Understand.
No, hold on. Oh, what animal are you?
Is it a dog?
A dog?
I wonder.
You wonder if you're a dog?
Yes, sir.
You wonder if you're a... You wonder if... Oh, what year are you born?
78, sir.
Huh?
78.
Listen, man. Sure. You make me bark for nothing, you know. Sure. If you're born 78, you'll be a horse, my brethren.
Okay.
How you disturb the neighborhood and it's not even you? Hey, listen, man. Hey, you're really a horse, man. How you get mixed up between a horse and a dog?
No, sir.
Hold on. Let's see what happens here. Well, actually, this is the year of the rabbit, you know.
Right.
And the dog and the rabbit is very good friends, you know. So this should be a real juicy year for you. Believe you me. It's going to be sweet. All right?
Yes, sir.
So just stay on the good foot.
Yeah.
And do the best you possibly can. Just do the best you can.
Thank you, sir.
You know? And if you don't have nothing good to say, don't say nothing, right?
Yes, sir.
The best way to deal with women, you know, is that if you don't have nothing good to say, don't say nothing. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because them don't really forget the things we'll be saying, you know.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
So you gotta be very careful because they're very, very, very sensitive, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
A man once told me that the relationship between a woman and a man is a psychological relationship.
Yes.
And I asked him what I'm talking about. He said one of them is psycho and the next one is logical. So, and any one of them could be psycho, you know, and any one of them could be logical.
That's true.
So make sure that you is the logical one. All right?
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Because if you is psycho, then boy, all is lost. You take it easy.
All the best.
Bless up. It's now 3:38 in Jamaica. Greetings.
Hello, greeting.
Yeah, how you doing?
Boy, I tell you about 99 times.
Listen to me. Nothing don't happen until the time appointed, you know.
That's what I keep the faith for this line here about 30 times.
Yes.
And it rings.
Yes, I see your thing, man.
Yeah, man.
So before you turn off your radio, man.
Yeah, I turn it off.
Good. So let's do what you want. Card reading or name reading, what you want.
Card reading.
Let's do it. Call any number in the range of 1 to 10.
7.
7. Come again.
10.
Come again.
4.
Come again.
6.
Come again.
9.
Come again.
2.
Come again.
8.
Okay, what's your age now?
I'm 73.
Okay, so how you feel at 73?
Well, a little arthritis and this.
Yeah. You know that somebody, I don't know if God really say what I'm saying, God say, you know.
Yeah.
Because people tend to lie on God, you know. You know, somebody, like them push them hand in the Bible and write a thing.
Yeah.
And see true how we people respect the Bible.
Yeah.
No one wouldn't feel that. Nothing goes out, you know.
Yeah.
Somebody write a thing in the Bible and freak out everybody. The thing with them write, them say that God say that man shall live 70, right?
Yeah.
That is 72, you know.
Yeah, I know.
You tell me the truth. Between me and you, man, nobody don't listen. You really believe that God said that?
No, though you wouldn't live so.
Huh?
Man predict that.
But them said God say.
Oh, well, it come like a man say, oh, no, I don't know.
Listen to me. There was a time when our people were living for 400 years.
Yeah.
A man named Methuselah lived nearly 1,000 years, right?
Yeah.
And
900 years.
All them things there. And all those people, they never had no Bible telling them about God say 72 years, you know?
Yeah.
But you see, when the Bible get distributed throughout the world, right?
Yeah.
Those who don't want humanity to live long more than so,
yeah,
them joking something in there say God say, 72 years, and then the believers now get to really believe it, right?
Yeah.
So you see, if a man reach out 60, a man start planning to dead.
Yeah.
Without realizing that him planning to die, you know. So by the time a man gets 70 now, he almost dead, right? And if a man make it to 75, you know he should have dead. Right? So you can hardly make it to 85. Your phone card run out? No problem. I got all your cards right here, my brethren. So, really and truly, it really hit humanity a psychological blow when humanity decide that he's going to believe what the man them write in the Bible said God say, you know, about 72. So about the people who live to 100, them commit a sin then? Or God favor them? When you reach 72 and 73, that time you need to exercise. Yeah. And do whatever it takes to be relevant. Stay relevant. The ancient Africans, man, when them reach all in them 70s, them married to new wives, young girls. Make new babies and have more reasons for living. And them man live for hundreds of years. So now a man reach all 60. Your wife can't make babies no more. And them just stay there, become irrelevant. And next thing you know, I'm gone because I have no more real reason to be here. I could be wrong, but I don't think so, you know. I think something spooky going on. Someone is programming humanity. Next thing you know, somebody's going to be saying that God say you should only live 40 years. And from man reach 30, they're going to start to die. Remember me tell you that. Card here called regret. No, sir, you need to stop regretting. Do not regret the past. It doesn't matter what you have done. It done do already. Forgive yourself, but do not regret. Second card here is called the Sun. The Sun suggests that someone close to you is going to get married soon. And then we have a card here called Loss. It may also mean that you may lose a family member sometime soon. Well, I may tell you. You have a next card here, and it's called Sorrow. So you're likely to lose a family member, and it's going to bring great sorrow. But that's life. Well, by the time you reach 73, you would have been through many sorrows anyway, so that's nothing new for you. There's another card here now, and it shows a princess. Apparently, someone close by is going to make a new baby, so you can have either a granddaughter or a great-granddaughter or so coming up. It's going to be really nice. And a great-grandson, too, is going to come. Wow. And there's the Queen of Nurture, suggesting that if you don't have a woman, a good female is going to be there for you. If you can't handle certain things well or so, but she'll be there for you still. All right? So don't give up. Perk up yourself. Do some push-ups. Take a walk every morning. Keep yourself relevant. And don't get into no thinking about Bible say you have to live to 72. Because if you do that, you know, you can start thinking about that you dip and brought 1 year brought and get all dull and irrelevant. And next thing you know, you kick the bucket gone. Please don't do that. It is time for you to doubt those words. Yeah. You're not doubting the Bible. You're doubting that God really said that. You have a right to doubt what you want to doubt. And believe what you want to believe. That's your right. So, yeah. Because you see, the believer believe that what him believe is what him know. Not realizing that someone programmed him to believe that. Seriously, you know. You don't have to believe that. You can realize that in the past, people live for hundreds of years and they can do it again. All them have to do, stop eating garbage from the supermarket, stop eating garbage from the shops, stop eating garbage from restaurants, cook your own food, look for things that grown without chemical fertilizers, you know, get proper exercise, stay relevant. And don't go around believing things that not good for you to believe. It's better for you to conclude that you can live much longer than this. Wake up and live. This, my friend, is Wisdom Unveiling on the Upper Deck. Yeah, it is now 3 50 in Jamaica. Now, some people have issues with liver disorders. Now, there's a herbal combination you can get on the online called Thistlein, Thisilyn. Thistlein, or you can ask for milk thistle extract. Is a herb, named milk thistle. The physiologic action is that it protects your liver. Okay? Antioxidant quality prevents free radical damage in the liver. And the single herbs involved is a herb called dandelion, which is not the dandelion Jamaicans know. It's the real dandelion, right? What Jamaicans call dandelion is really wild coffee. So we're talking about dandelion and a herb called horsetail. And the vitamins involved is vitamin A, vitamin B complex, vitamin B1, B2, B3, B6, vitamin C, vitamin E, choline, choline, and lecithin, lecithin. Also, digestive enzymes and something called primidophilus. PRIMADOPHILUS. If you want to know where to get that info, check out a book called How to Get Well by P. Arola, or but just by the Nutrition Almanac by J. Kirchman. All right. Now, some people got gallbladder problems. Some got liver and gallbladder problems. If you do, the herbal combination you need is called LG. LG. And the physiologic action of LG, well, it helps the cleansing of the liver and gallbladder, restores new energy to these organs, also can be taken to relieve intestinal gas. The single herbs is bayberry root, a herb called catnip, fennel seed, ginger, and peppermint. The vitamins involved is vitamins A, vitamin B1, B2, B6, choline, niacin, pantothenic acid, that's PANTOTHENIC, pantothenic acid, vitamin C, and vitamin E. And the minerals involved is copper and sulfur for the liver, magnesium and sulfur for the gallbladder. Also, acidophilus, carrot juice, calamus root tea, chlorophyll, and all green drinks. And you can get that information in a book called The Master Cleanser by S. Burroughs, Global Herb Manual by Z. Fortisven, Health Through God's Pharmacy by M. Treben. So there you have it. Books, and more books. Get these books. Get this literature. Learn what herbalists are willing to teach. Save yourself. It's now 3:54 in Jamaica. And at this time, we look at dreams. What have you dreamed lately? Run. If you dream that you run, it denotes safety of your affairs. To run to catch a train denotes profitable employment. To run to catch a boat denotes a wasted life. Rocking chair. To see a rocking chair in your sleep denotes a peaceful mind and enjoyment among friends. Robbers. To dream of robbers denotes profitable employment. Rocks. To dream of large rocks denotes success. Small rocks signify dissatisfaction. Rooster. To hear a rooster crow is a warning of reform. To kill one denotes danger and vexation of spirit. Rope. To dream of rope denotes a horrible position from which you will become very prosperous and happy. To see a rope walker denotes a pleasant surprise. Rotten. To dream of anything rotten signifies a wasted life. Roses. To dream of roses denote that you will be married shortly. Your marriage will bring you wealth and happiness. Sight. To dream of losing your sight is a sign of lost hopes. To dream that you are nearsighted signifies that you will have some kind of misunderstanding among your friends. Silver. To dream of silver is a sure sign of disappointment. Sing. To sing yourself denotes good news. To hear others sing denotes mockery and shame. Skeleton. To see a skeleton denotes sickness. Skipping. To dream that you are skipping denotes that your husband will return to you shortly. Shoot. To shoot a gun or any firearm signifies danger from an unexpected source. Shovel. To work with a shovel denotes hard work, but good pay. From your labor, you will be happy. To dream that someone shoot at you signifies dangerous undertaking. This dream warns you to pray to God Almighty for protection. You should read the 23rd Psalm for 9 consecutive mornings. It reads thus: The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Right? He made them to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Almighty forever. Shopping. To dream that you go shopping is a remarkable dream. It denotes the picture of happiness accompanied by sudden wealth. Snakes. To dream of snakes denotes a filthy disease. Smoke. To dream that you smoke denote that you are living a sporty life. To see others smoke signify great business success. Skull. To see a skull denotes danger and dissatisfaction. Skirt. If a man dreams that his sweetheart is wearing an extra short skirt, it is a sign that she's unfaithful and that she loves someone else. In Jamaican language, he is getting what? Bun. Ouch. Sleep. To dream that you sleep with one of the opposite sex signifies happiness and wealth. To sleep with a good-looking person signifies prosperity. If ugly, it is a sign of approaching marriage, which will bring you wealth but not happiness. Slipper. To dream of a slipper is a sign of love affairs. You will be married in the near future. This marriage will be one of great success. To wear pretty slippers denotes health and abundance of wealth. Old slippers denotes quarrels amongst lovers. Sores. To dream that your body is covered with sores denotes riches in abundance. Song. To dream of singing a song signifies that you will receive good news shortly. You will succeed in your present undertakings. Sorrow. To feel sorrowful in your sleep denotes that you will cause injury to a person accidentally. And finally, spit. To dream that you spit denote that you will suffer from indigestion in the near future. To see others spit is a sign of vexation. Spring. To dream of a spring of clear water denotes riches in abundance. It's now 4:07, 7 minutes. Now here is a story that you must hear. A wealthy white man walked into a bar in Miami. As soon as he entered, he noticed an African woman sitting in one corner. This so-called white man walked over to the counter, removed his wallet, and shouted, "Bartender, I am buying drinks for everyone in this bar except that black woman over there." So it was shortly after that bartender collected all the money and began serving free drinks to everyone in the bar except the African woman. But instead of becoming upset, the black woman simply looked up and smiled at the guy and shouted, "Thank you." Now this gesture made this so-called white man very, very upset. But he was a wealthy guy. So once again, he took out his wallet and shouted, "Bartender, this time I'm buying bottles of wine and additional food for everyone in this bar and restaurant except for that African sitting in the corner over there." The bartender collected the money from the man and began serving free food and wine and champagne to everyone in the bar except the African. Now, when the waiter finished serving food and drinks, the African woman simply smiled at the so-called white man and said, "Thank you." That made him even more furious. So he leaned over the counter and asked the bartender, "What is wrong with that black woman over there? I have bought food and drinks for everyone in this bar except for her. And instead of becoming angry, she just sits there, smiles at me and shouts, 'Thank you.' Is she mad or something?" The bartender smiled at the wealthy man and said, "No, she's not mad. She is the owner of this establishment." May the adversaries of the good people work unknowingly in our favor. This, my friend, is Wisdom Unveiling. It's now 17 minutes after the hour of 4 o'clock. And let's get our final corner. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Greetings. Greetings.
Greetings.
Yeah, how you do? How you do?
Not so bad.
I mean, not so bad. You good or you bad?
Yeah, good.
Well, if you're good, you can't be talking about bad and you're good, my brethren.
Yes. Sir.
You know, bad getting too much big up, man. Sure.
Yeah, you're right.
So, how can we help you?
I would like a card reading.
Okay. Call any number in the range of 1 to 10.
8.
Come again.
9.
Come again.
1.
Come again.
7.
Come again.
7.
Come again.
7.
Come again.
4.
Okay. Now, do you realize that you called number 777?
Yes, 3 times.
Do you know what that means?
No.
What does number 666 mean?
That's the mark of the beast.
It means devil. Number 666 is devil.
Yeah.
36 is 18, and 18 is all about family quarrels and violent fights. So 666 is direct devil, right?
Yeah.
So what is 777?
God.
No, 777 is the number of the positive force.
Okay.
So that have a lot to do with God and the angels, okay?
Yes, sir.
And the spirit of providence, the spirit that provides for humanity, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you have a card right here, and it says change. My brethren, you think that you are well?
No.
You're not well, you know?
Yeah.
What did the doctor say?
No, I didn't go to the doctor.
So how you feel?
I just had some ache, something.
Where?
Right now in my rib.
In your ribs?
Yeah, and hand, left hand.
You don't feel no cramping? No kind of cramps?
No.
Just pain?
Yeah.
And in which hand you get pain?
Left hand.
Your left hand? What part of your hand?
The wrist.
Your wrist?
Yeah.
Look, drink 3 cups of very warm water every morning when you wake up. Can you do that?
Yes, I can.
If you're really smart, you'll put some turmeric powder in it.
Mm-hmm.
Here?
Yeah.
And stir it up all the time so that you don't leave it back. You drink it. Mm-hmm. You can buy turmeric powder in the supermarket right where them sell the curry and those things, right?
Mm-hmm.
3 cups, no less than 3 cups every morning, first thing when you wake up, and you're gonna be just fine, okay?
Yeah.
You have a card here now called instability, which means that your health is unstable. You used to drink rum?
I wouldn't say rum, but like beers and things like that.
Oh, when you used to drink beers, how much of those animals you used to drink at a time?
A lot.
A lot?
Yeah.
You mean that you would go to a bar and drink all 7 beer or more?
Yeah.
When you were young?
Yes.
That is not good. That help mash you up when you get older, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Imagine man put 7 grizzly beers in him belly. And more than that too. Grizzly. You know a bear is an animal, my brethren?
Yeah.
Listen, the turmeric. Please. Drink turmeric, hot turmeric tea. 3 cups when you wake up every morning. Mm-hmm. And take a walk after that. Here?
Yeah.
Nice 30 to 45 minutes walk. And that may actually block you from having to go in the hospital bed and lay down too. So please, don't give up.
Yeah.
And then there is a woman here. You have a woman?
Yes, sir.
Where is she?
She is in bed right now.
All right. How you and her get along?
Yeah, fine.
Listen, man, if it wasn't for she, you're probably dead already, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. She really helped you life-wise, okay?
Yes. I believe that.
Believe? You're supposed to know that, man.
Yes, I know.
Now, there's a son here. You have any sons?
Yes, sir.
How much sons you have?
2.
How you get along with the younger one?
We are pretty close.
Yeah. Okay. Both of them will do well, but the younger one may actually excel above the bigger one.
Yes.
You don't notice nothing like that?
Yes, I know that.
Yes, man. You have another card here now, and it's called satisfaction, which means that you are going to be very satisfied. But remember, it's important for you to make sure that you don't drink another beer, you know?
Okay.
When last you drink a beer?
The Christmas season. The colored beers, not really.
You drink what?
The colored beer, the flavored beer.
Don't drink no kind of beer, man. Don't drink no alcoholic beverage.
Okay.
Not with alcohol. Just leave that alone.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
How old you are?
59.
Listen. At your age, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to be very cautious. You have to do things different than you've ever done it before, okay?
Yeah.
Do not eat at night. If you get peckish at night, eat some oranges or some fruit. Don't eat no cooked food at night, especially rice, okay?
Okay, yeah.
You eat rice late in the night sometime?
No, not really.
All right. Don't eat nothing cooked after 7 o'clock in the night. 7 or 8.
Okay.
Then there's a card here now called Endeavor, which means that either you'll be invited somewhere foreign or someone will come from overseas and meet you sometime soon. Someone that an old pal that you long to see.
Okay.
And there's a card called Strength. You have any daughters?
No.
Well, if you don't have any daughters, you're going to have a granddaughter who will be close to you. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, what is really bothering you?
More or less, the unable to find a steady job.
A steady job?
Yeah.
Listen, let me tell you something, man. When you reach your age, right? Because you're almost 60, right?
Yes.
you ought to focus on employing yourself,
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Focus on employing yourself. Don't focus on working for someone. Because you're not supposed to be under the stress of the expectation of having to be and having to be and having to go there and having to be and can't leave until when?
Yeah.
A person your age ought to be doing your own thing. There must be something that you can do for you. You have no ideas?
Yeah.
Whatever it is, man, work on you doing your thing rather than you doing another person's thing. Okay?
Okay. Yes, sir.
You're gonna be, once you feel good about yourself, then your health will improve, But if you feel under pressure, you're gonna be under pressure.
Yeah.
And it can destroy you.
Yeah.
Okay? Remember, it is time for you to do what you need to do with your life and with your body and your things.
Yeah.
And not be controlled by any entity outside of you. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I may sound rebellious, but it is true. Let me ask you something. You eat dumplings?
Yeah.
You like dumplings?
Yes, sir.
How often you eat dumplings?
Well, the other day, my wife used to cook sometimes she cook rice and she cook the ground provision the other day. So it's alternative.
So she make the dumplings from?
I do recall it with sometimes straight white flour.
Listen, don't eat no white flour dumplings, You're gonna have a problem going to the toilet after a while.
Yeah.
You go to the toilet good right now?
I would say like every 3 days or so I go to the toilet.
Wait, you go to the toilet every 3 days?
Yeah.
But that is madness.
It should be every day?
My brethren, when the human body is functioning properly, right? You go to the toilet every morning,
Oh.
Every morning, and sometime later on in the day you may lay an egg or two, right? You understand? But you can imagine not going to the toilet for 2 days, 3 days. No egg, no lay, not even a bad smelling egg, my brethren. What kind of fool you are? Hey, listen. That is a very awful sign, And you eating dumplings? My brethren, that will make you super constipated, Right?
Yeah.
And it will mash you up. Because the waste matter will poison your bloodstream.
Okay.
And you don't start feel pain yet. The pain only just begin.
Okay, yeah.
So please, save yourself.
Okay.
For now, you can buy some Senna pods. And Senna, S-E-N-N-A. Senna. You never hear about Senna?
No.
So wait, where you was all this time?
Senna pod?
Yeah, every pharmacy sells Senna. Senna pod. You can buy Senna pod or Senna leaves, but Senna pod more powerful. Not only that, you need to go to a pharmacy, right? And buy something called an enema kit. It's a rubbery looking hot water bag, right?
Yeah.
And they have a hose, So you can use that now to wash out your intestines. If not, listen, you ever get piles?
No.
Well, you see, if you don't try and do the right thing, you could end up with piles, because you're going to end up straining. So, buy an enema kit so you can wash out your intestines, okay?
Enema kit and
an enema kit.
Pod.
Yeah. With the enema, if you get the enema kit, you can just wash out your intestines 2 or 3 times a week.
Okay.
The best herb to use in that enema kit is bayberry bark. It's awesome. A lot of people get colon cancer of the intestines because them eating the way you do.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So please, make sure that you and your toilet bowl become good friends. Can I see if you and your toilet bowl don't meet? I tell you, I don't want to go no further with that because it is ridiculous and you will become extremely sick, you know. These things lead to strokes and all kind of things, you know.
Okay.
So, you take it easy here.
What about the time, to prayer time?
You want to know your prayer time?
Yeah.
What year you born?
1963.
Okay. And you're born after January, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're born the year of the rabbit. This is rabbit year now, you know. You rule now. This is your time now, you know. You better get it right, you know. This is your year.
Yeah.
Your prayer time is 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. Okay?
5 a.m.
to 7 a.m.
Okay.
So if you pray at 6 o'clock in the morning, that's nice, right?
Mm-hmm.
And make sure you're facing the sun, face the rising sun and pray.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
You take care now.
Okay, thanks.
Bless it. Take it easy. Take it easy. Good. It's now 4:31. Brothers and sisters, it has been a very blessed occasion being here with you. We give thanks and praises to all our listeners, all our callers, all our well-wishers, all our critics. We give thanks and praises for being here. We give thanks and praises to Radio Jamaica for allowing us to be here. Thanks and praise to Almighty God who gave us the strength to be here. Coming up at 5 o'clock, we'll have the Sunny Side Up with Derek Wilkes and Paula Ann Porter Jones. I repeat, coming up at 5 o'clock will be the Sunny Side Up with Derek Wilkes and Paula Ann Porter Jones. Don't miss it. So now, on behalf of myself, Majesty, and
me, Jacob.
Exactly. We give you thanks. Remember that you can get a reading off the air, private reading, of course. My number is 844-2295. That's 1-876-844-2295. That is 844-2295. You can also check out my YouTube channel. Just type the word King Majesty and you can scroll up and down and see what's going on. So, until next Monday night, when we'll be back to talk about how things will be for the Leos and the Virgos, etc. Remember, it is nice to be nice. God bless you all. Walk good, keep sweet, and remember, there's nothing like being a good person with good intention on planet Earth. Sila, blessed.